Hello, everyone, and welcome to America's Audit Update from the Republican Party of Arizona. I'm your chairwoman, Dr. Kelli Ward. Well, in contrast to what we saw yesterday from the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, the county recorder, the Democrat county sheriff, and in what I called a political circus and political farce unequaled in Arizona history, in contrast to that, today in a meeting of the Arizona State Senate leadership that happened to be boycotted by those very same county officials, we actually today saw everything that is right with America's audit. Despite having no Maricopa County officials present, they didn't have the courage to show their faces before a group of duly elected legislators, but they haven't been shy about going on CNN and other fake news outlets to belittle the Arizona Senate and to belittle the voters who seek only election integrity. Today, Karen Fann, Senate President, and Judiciary Chairman Senator Warren Peterson led a question and answer session with those people that are managing the audit and the firms that are actually conducting the audit here in Arizona. In short, the Arizona State Senate made all of us very proud. And frankly, shame on those Maricopa County electeds who fought this audit from the very beginning. Senator Fann expressed how she felt about the personal attacks on individual senators and her by Maricopa County officials. She described them as disrespectful and hurtful. And she said this audit is not some unmanaged partisan crusade, but it is part of their job as senators to oversee the government as elected representatives of the people. Their constituents want answers. We want answers, and it is their job to provide them. Really, it's actually that simple. It's what accountability and transparency are all about, and I'm sad that that seems to be in short supply on the part of Maricopa County officials. These officials have been asked to participate in this forensic audit, this historic audit from the very beginning to help us to restore voter confidence, but instead they chose to fight it in court. And they lost that battle. And the Arizona courts have supported the Arizona Senate's right not only to have the audit, but to conduct it in the manner that they choose, a manner that respects the rights of Arizona voters. So now the officials from Maricopa are taking their case to the fake news media, but Arizona voters are not buying it. The meeting was not only well run, but it was also really informative today. This was talked about at the end by Doug Logan, but very important. Administrator or technician level passwords that have been subpoenaed by the Senate but not provided by the county do not provide auditors access to the source code of the machinery or the software. It's a total smokescreen by the BOS and by Dominion. Remember how Stephen Richer was spouting off about how nothing was deleted? Well, the auditors confirmed today that a results and tally database is missing from the system, but the experts from Cipher have been able to use their skills to recover it. That is great news, isn't it? Skilled expert auditors are here in Arizona getting the job done. We talked about routers or listened about routers and their functions again today. The auditors talked about routers only transferring data, not storing it. The county actually agreed to give the routers to the auditors on one day, saying that they had been unplugged, they'd been boxed up, and they were ready to go. However, the next day, they reneged on that, and they said they'd give the auditors virtual access and access to logs instead. Well, that was their position for over 2 weeks, but they never provided anything to the auditors. And then suddenly, they announced that they would not willingly allow any type of inspection of those routers. The Board of Supervisors and the Maricopa County attorney and staff has long claimed that the equipment was not connected to the internet. So how could the routers be used to access law enforcement data or medical information? Are they now admitting that there was indeed internet access? The auditors can't verify that the equipment doesn't have cellular wireless cards unless they're granted admin access. That means the secondary passwords that haven't been provided. Maricopa County claims they don't have the secondary passwords, which means they either have no idea if what they're saying is true, or they don't want to admit that these machines were connected to the internet during tabulation. Duplicated ballots. They're raising their ugly head again. Remember, in our lawsuit, we got to look at 100 duplicated ballots, and we found a 3% swing in favor of President Trump. Well, the auditors have found more to be concerned about with the dupes. State statute requires that any duplicated ballot be clearly marked as a duplicate and be matched with its original via a serial number on both, and those need to be maintained for 22 months after an election. The auditors have found marked and unmarked duplicates with no corresponding originals. I'll ask you, like I asked in my recent Twitter poll, are dupes without originals frauds or legit? Go and vote in my poll at Kelli Ward AZ. Now, blue pens. There was never a blue pen issue that might have spoiled ballots, as has been claimed by Democrats and the news media who actually created this lie, because all blue pens were removed before ballots ever arrived at the counting tables. Security. Security is maximum at the audit. The ballots are secure. They are under 24-hour a day, 7-day a week, video camera and human guard. So overall, this was a great day for America's audit and a great example of steady, responsible, transparent leadership in Arizona government. That's how we expect our government to work. We should all be extremely proud of the Arizona State Senate and of those conducting this critical audit. We're indeed in good hands. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next update.